we interrupt this program to bring you
Dirty South, dirty. Can y'all really feel me? East Coast, feel me. West Coast, feel me. Dirty South, dirty. Can y'all really feel me? I got East, feel me. West, feel me.
Boy, I've been watching you like the hawk in the sky. That fly, you are my prey. Boy, I promise you, if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days we gon' hook it up, probably talk on the phone. But see, I don't know if that's good. I've been holding back this secret from you. I probably shouldn't.
Because they love sexual, strong women who speak their mind. You see, if I was a guy and I was sitting here with a cigarette in my hand, grabbing my crotch and talking about how I make music because I love fast cars and fucking girls, you'd call me a rock star. But when I do it in my music and in my videos, because I'm a female, because I make pop music, you are judgmental and you say that it is distracting. I'm just a rock star.
As I'm sure many of us know, female rap music is often ridiculed due to its hypersexuality, lack of diversity, and quote-unquote mediocrity. Many women, especially newer female MCs in the rap industry, are often put under a lot of pressure to live up to their predecessors or the OGs. But as I've been taking a closer look into claims about the state of female rap as a whole, I've come to realize that there's a lot of underlying sexism and misogyny behind these declarations. Which is why today I'll be talking about the subject of gender bias behind mediocrity in rap music. But before we get into that, let's have a short history lesson on women in rap. New female rappers are constantly compared to rap pioneers like Missy Elliott, MC Lyte, and Queen Latifah. These are all rap women with rough cadences that allowed their music to be impactful. Not only did these women rap with a lot of power, but they also held themselves to a certain level of virtue and didn't really indulge in overtly sexual music. These pioneers, along with others like Raw Digga and Da Brat, are often referred to as real women. And while I can't deny the lyrical capacity of each and every one of these women, the mindset that rapping with power, bass, and masculinity makes you a respectable artist is within itself misogynistic. It sets this pretense that the only way a woman can be respected in rap is if she evades sexuality completely and emulates or mirrors qualities in a male rapper, like bass and aggression, with a more modest or tomboyish aesthetic. Which is why we're going to get into how Lil Kim changed that. Lil Kim dropped her debut album Hardcore November 12, 1996. Although risque music was nothing new to mainstream media, Kim was the first to bring an overtly sexual aesthetic to female rap. Artists like 2 Live Crew and Uncle Luke were known for their sexual and over-the-top music videos, songs, and performances.
And I do think that sex does sell music. I mean, perfect example, Madonna, Luke, Elvis Presley, Too Short. I mean, there are a lot of people who have made money from it, but I don't encourage anybody to just go and write about sex because it's gonna sell. Do what you feel naturally.
But this had never been seen from a woman. Kim was criticized very heavily in the media for being too provocative and went on the Rolando Watts show, where she was accused of sexualizing America's children.
And now, some people are concerned, what would your mommy do if she knew you were listening to words like that?
But she wouldn't let me listen to it because it has so much curses and stuff in it.
It's true that we live in a sexual society. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. But we also have to take into consideration that there are degrees in that sexual society. Point blank, we are adults. We have a right to tell these young people, you are not supposed to be listening to this.
During the mid-90s, being a sexually liberated woman in society without being considered a hoe or a slut was practically unheard of. But in the rap industry, despite negative public opinion, she received a lot of respect from her male peers due to her ability to rap hardcore while still having sex appeal.
I mean, do people write you and say, you know, I didn't like that album, yeah, I'm afraid, or that cut on the CD?
Yeah, I do get heat, but I would say 85% of it positive.
Is she known as one of the most explicit? How does she?
No, she's no more explicit than her male counterparts are. And Kim is nothing more than what Millie Jackson was. She's outspoken and she stands up for the rights of women, and I applaud her for being having enough courage to be that verbal.
Right behind her was Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown hit the scene the same year as Lil Kim when she dropped her debut album Il Nana November 19, 1996. Kim and Foxy shared a lot of similar qualities when it came to their lyrics and presence. These two women started a new wave of rap music in the female rap community and permanently changed the game. After Foxy and Kim emerged rappers like Charlie Baltimore, Jackie O, Trina, Kaya, and more. As the female rap industry became more sexual, lady MCs were ridiculed for the provocative nature of their songs, the video vixens displayed in their videos, and the negative messages that the public felt was corrupting the youth. As more lady rappers like Eve and Remy Ma hit the scene, they tried to revert back to what gained Kim and Foxy respect in the first place. Women started to embrace sexuality and sex appeal, but still maintained a hard, cutthroat delivery. And while hip-hop had a few women that were hot during the late 2000s, there was a slow decline in dominating women in the industry. That is until Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj's debut album, Pink Friday, was released November 22, 2010, and she instantly gained media attention and popularity. Like Kim and Foxy, she was respected amongst her male peers for her ability to be sexually desirable and hardcore. But more importantly, she showcased what many felt the rap game had been missing for a long time: creativity. From her quirky fashion sense and rap style, to her ability to change her voice and fit any track, to her fusion of pop and rap in her music. Everything about Nicki was just simply refreshing. You could see traces of almost every great female MC in her, yet she still had a certain sense of originality. During Nicki's reign, many lady rappers from the 90s and 2000s weren't as prevalent in hip-hop, so she reigned alone for a long time. As the years went on, she continued to experiment with her sound and produce consistent content that eventually earned her the title of the Queen of Rap. To this day, Nicki is one of the most respected rappers amongst men and women, and there hasn't been a female rap artist that has the same lyrical capacity, creativity, or consistency as Nicki Minaj. Okay, well that's subjective, but one can't deny that her flows, impeccable use of metaphors, and overall cadence are for the most part unmatched. Nicki, like the greats before her, has also been criticized for the use of sexual content in her music. But aside from negative public opinion on her sexuality, she's been the staple for years of what it takes to be a great female rapper. So now that we've had a small history lesson on women in rap, it's clear that while there's always been a double standard against sexually liberated women in hip-hop, we can't negate the fact that women were still for the most part respected by their male peers. Female rap was judged, yes, but not so much shunned as it is now. So what happened? Why now are women crucified to the core for being sexual? What the happened?